Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about the Harris campaign actually using a political strategy we've talked about for years. For the last few years, anytime Trump said something that caused an immediate backlash among a particular demographic, the running joke was that Operation Just Let Him Speak was underway and working. The idea is that Trump's statements have become so erratic, inflammatory, and detached from reality that if you just let him talk, he'll eventually say something like, "They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats," and that alone would be enough to undermine his campaign. It removes the ability for him to play the victim when his political rivals say such hurtful things as, "No, they're not eating the cats. Miss Sassy was found safe." After years of Operation Just Let Him Speak being a joke, it appears that Democratic super PACs aligned with Harris are starting to put it into action. Reporting suggests that pro-Harris super PACs are spending most of their money talking about Harris and shaping her image. They're attempting to create a positive image for Harris, and given her continued climb in favorability ratings, it seems to be working. If you aren't familiar with how political spending normally works, super PACs normally function as the offensive wing of the political effort. They generally attack the political opponent and run ad after ad criticizing them. So, for Team Harris to dump cash into crafting her image is a departure from the norm. But it makes sense. Harris is relatively unknown. Many people are unfamiliar with her previous elections and her as a candidate. These ads will change that and prevent Trump from controlling the narrative about Harris. The Republican super PACs are staying true to form. They're dumping cash into attacking Harris. When you break it down by the numbers, over the last 3 months, Republicans groups spent about $240 million talking about how Harris is bad, and only about $35 million supporting Trump. During the same period, Democratic groups have only spent about $46 million talking about how Trump is bad, and they have spent about $180 million supporting Harris. There are two effects that might play out here. One is that voters will start to see Republicans as a party without a vision or a plan of their own, while seeing Democrats as a party that isn't on the attack, but is out there talking about their candidate and their vision. The other is the numbers involved. When you add up the Republican and Democratic spending that is about Harris, it's more than $400 million. Voters in swing states will be bombarded by ad after ad mentioning Harris. Does anybody remember how to say Justice Protasewicz? Name recognition is a solid, tried and true political tool. Republicans might unintentionally help Harris in this regard. She's the one being talked about, not Trump. That's the other thing that factors into the Democratic Party strategy. Trump is a known commodity now. His bit is old, dated, and boring. People will likely remember the chaos and division and the absence of leadership during his first term. He's already been rejected by voters once, and his ability to hold his tongue has diminished. He's lost a step or two and says more and more ridiculous statements that make him sound like Grandpa Simpson. I've been waiting for him to ramble on and say something like, "I tied an onion to my belt," which was the style at the time. Now, to take the ferry cost a nickel, and in those days, nickels had pictures of bumblebees on them. "Give me 5 bees for a quarter," you'd say. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. The important thing was that I had an onion on my belt, which was the style at the time. They didn't have any white onions because of the war. The only thing you could get was those big yellow ones. But an alien from Pluto stole my onion to cook a cat, and that's why you shouldn't vote for Biden. At this point, it looks like Operation Let Him Yell at the Clouds has been approved. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.